video, we're just going to do a quick review of adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing fractions when you have lots of fractions involved. So, let's look at our first example. 4/5 plus 3/9 plus 1/2. Well, the first thing we have to do is find a common denominator. And I taught you that we just multiply all the bottom numbers across because that's a lot easier than trying to go through your times tables. So 5 times 9 is 45, times 2 is 90. So we're going to put 90, 90, 90. Alright, so now we have to multiply the top numbers by what's now underneath this. So this would become 18 times 4 is going to be 72. Plus 30 plus 45. Then when you add it all together, you get 72 plus 75 is 147 over 90. But if you look at that, you know it's an improper fraction and we have to simplify the total amount. So, put 90 on the outside, it goes into 147. 2 times would be 180, that's too big, so it would go one time and we subtract. We have to borrow, it becomes 5, so you get 1 and 57 over 90. And 57 is a prime number, so we can stop. Or you can just say 10 doesn't work, 5 doesn't work, 2 doesn't work, 3 doesn't work, 7 doesn't work. So that is simplified. Alright, now let's go to our second example. We have a number outside of parentheses with a fraction and then close the parentheses. That just means we are multiplying. So, when we have a whole number, it's always on top of a 1. And when we multiply fractions, we just multiply across. So we get 6 times 1 is 6. 1 times 5 is 5. Over here, 3 times 1 is 3. 1 times 2 is 2. And then we got 4 times 1 is 4. 1 times 3 is 3. That's just how we simplify it. But now we still have to add by finding the common denominator. So when we find the common denominator, we just multiply the numbers in the denominator. So 5 times 2 is 10, times 3 is 30. So 30, 30, 30. So then we have 6 times 6 is 36, plus 15 times 3 is 45, plus 10 times 4 is 40. Now we're ready to add all of that together, and so that'd be 85 plus 36, which would be 11, carry the 1, 12, 121 over 30. And now we're ready to simplify. So put 30 on the outside, goes into 121 4 times because that'd be 120. We subtract. We get 4 and 1 over 30. And that's simplified. Now our last example is going to involve some division. Remember, division is the one where we flip-flop the second number, the divisor, and then we just multiply across. So if I wrote this out again, I get 1/8 times 3 halves plus 7/9 times 5 halves. So now we just multiply across. So you get 3 over 16 plus 35 over 18. And so now we're ready to actually add them together in order to find the common denominator. We'd have to multiply 16 times 18. And I can't do that in my head, so I'm gonna quickly do that here. Becomes 120 and then 0, 6, 1, 8, 8, 2. So that becomes 288 for our common denominator. And 3 times 18 is 54. And then 16 times 35, and again I cannot do that in my head. 30, 18, 21, 5, 3. So 560. And so then we add that together, and we get 4, 11, 6, 14 over 288. And then that's an improper fraction, so we have to divide. And we get 288 into 614. 3 is going to be too big, so we have to go 2 times. That would be 16, carry the 1, 16, 17, carry the 1, 5. And we subtract, we have to borrow. That becomes 8. Then we borrow again, that becomes 3. So then we get 2 and 38 over 288. But we still have to simplify it. So 10 doesn't work, 5 doesn't work, 2 works, and when we use 2 we get 2, and that'd be 19 over 144. 19 is a prime number, so we can stop, and we're finished. Please choose more fractions to practice with adding, multiplying, and dividing by whole numbers. Bye!